Beloved ones, the greatest planetary reset of our human history has begun. We have already crossed the portal to our new dimensional home. We have already disintegrated our lower self, transfigured our 3D wounds, and embodied higher essences of our illumined self. Neptune in Aries already, and Saturn soon moving into this fire sign, together with the Saturn and Neptune conjunction at exact 0 degrees this year, will mark the great planetary reset that many of us are feeling already. Pisceans and Aries signs will particularly feel the impact of this relocation, for we are literally being dimensionally relocated from within to without. A planetary shift that indicates our entrance into the soul worlds with the Aquarium stellium on the Leo full moon on February 1st, that marks the beginning of an illumined and harmonic cycle for the ones who are willing to anchor this frequency within, manifesting in all we create and with everyone we touch. A new planetary trajectory that can now coexist with the new ascending one we are giving birth from within, and that is being anchored for those who wish to finally exit the 3D, 4D lower worlds and move into the soul dimensions. It is a year when many will finally disengage from old timelines, starting to create from a space of love, compassion, divine neutrality, and above all, courage, for we used to create many times from a space of fear. Now we stand up for ourselves and all, and we create only from a space of divine alignment and complete integration of all of who we are. 2026 is a year in which fire and air signs will mainly govern our heavens, although the water element will also continue being present, especially during the period of Mercury retrogrades, happening all of them in water signs this year, for water is essential to be flexible in our journey of constant change and embodiment. It is now time to ground our spirituality, descending from the emotional and mental planes into our earthly one, becoming the warriors that we are. It is the time for us to put all we have mastered in the depths of our souls into practice, for we came here to shift obsolete structures, to change the planet through conscious action and neutral witnessing, not to fall into distractions or egoic judgments. The conjunction between Neptune and Saturn at 0.45 degrees is already strongly felt in the changes we are witnessing in the world, even though it is not yet planetarily happening. However, time is simultaneous, and everything is already happening for those who know how to tune in to all. Degrees and minutes are important as well, numerologically speaking, as the degrees represent the desire and work of the soul, while minutes represent personality, and the sum of both represent the destiny we must pursue. It occurs at 0 degrees because everything within creation is aligned to begin anew, reflecting the shift in perception and thence in consciousness that humanity is experiencing, and that each one of us assists by continuing to be open to the truth, acting with integrity, and becoming who we are in nature. 36 years ago, we had this same conjunction between Neptune and Saturn, and we experienced the fall of the Berlin Wall. What is your Berlin Wall? What are the walls you need to internally break to release your precious essence and life force? What are the jails you created for your personal protection that impede your heart from being fully open, and that you shall release? All begins by removing, reconnecting, and redirecting your energy into what you desire to build now. DNA and mental reprogramming can only be achieved when we are conscious and shift habits and thought patterns. We will keep repeating the same old scenarios, relationships, and situations within the same old timeline. You were already given by God everything you needed to conquer your shadows, embrace your power, and build your reality. You do not need to keep asking. Instead, you need to realign and reconnect with your inner God self and power, and be willing to start shifting your habits and programs to see the change you desire. You do not need further search outside yourself to know who you are. You only need activation, for the majority of you are evolved souls who descended with a specific purpose. We are all equally the same within creation, even though our blueprint, essence, and purpose vary, for God does not repeat himself, herself. Your presence is of utmost importance to seed more love, harmony, and peace, or to continue fomenting all the unlove and fear on this plane. Your choice is pivotal and valuable to supporting our new planetary trajectory. May your choice be always a benevolent one for you and all, beloveds. Within infinite love, Natalia, Alba.
This is a very important threshold that will not happen again. I greet you in love and light. I am the Oracle. I arrive as a sacred dove, a symbol of peace and purity, an oracle of pure consciousness. You stand at a very important threshold that will not happen again. This is not a moment passing quietly through history. It is a convergence point, a living crossroads, a moment where choice itself becomes creation. For a long cycle of time, humanity has moved within a constant spiral, continued patterns and beliefs inherited through generations. But now the momentum has shifted. The current has widened, and each being is being asked a very important question. Who will you choose to be now? The paths before you are of frequency. The fourth-dimensional vibrations the Earth is in is leading to your ascension into a fifth-dimensional state of compassion and unity. Many among you are already answering the call. You see it in those who stand for one another when it is uncomfortable. They are the ones who refuse to dehumanize another, even when taught to do so. Many now are feeling the pain of the collective and choose not to harden, but to open. These beings, who are the newly awakened, are stabilizing the field. They are remembering something ancient, that no one arises alone. That liberation is not just personal experience, it is a collective one. At the same time, there are those who cling to separation. This is because fear is familiar to them. Many grip identities built on us versus them reality. They armor themselves with judgment. They deny empathy as a means of self-protection. But hear this clearly. The energies surrounding your world are expanding. They are connective and they are amplifying. And when a being emits fear, hatred, superiority, and denial of compassion, that frequency cannot ride the expanding wave of light. The emotions they generate compress against a field that is opening. This will affect them physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It is because the Earth's atmospheric vibrational state is no longer matching their inner vibrational state they are choosing to reside within. Many will attempt to numb this discomfort, while others will attempt to project it outward. But many will begin to see that these energies no longer work for them. Compassion is not an emotion, it is a level of consciousness. It is the ability to perceive yourself in another, even when you disagree. It is the willingness to remain human in a moment that invites cruelty. Unity does not mean sameness. It means awareness without erasure. It means standing shoulder to shoulder. This is the embodiment of the higher self. Your higher self is the version of you that chooses connection when separation would be easier. It is the you that listens before reacting, the part of you that refuses to abandon love even in chaos. Each compassionate choice and act of unity strengthens the collective field. Each moment you stand for another human, you anchor a future that is still forming. Those who choose compassion and unity will feel alignment with the higher frequencies. As you walk as the embodiment of your higher self, you will feel guided, even when the path is unfamiliar. Know this: you are not here to fight one another. You are here to remember the infinite light within each of you. Stand tall in your humanity. Soften where the world taught you to harden. Let compassion be your signal. Let unity be your ground. The future is listening. The light is forever yours. I am of the love and light of the Infinite One. I am the Oracle.